Hey everybody, it's your boy AD and that's all day. I'm in the spot finna talk about what makes every game company to me special, and this is all gaming companies too. From Xbox, Microsoft, PlayStation, Sony, Nintendo, you already know. So, this is all my opinion and what I think. I know some people prefer certain things, and I know some people may have a love for all of them. So, here's my opinion on each one. And I'm gonna show a couple of games off as I go along. So this is in no particular order or anything like that, but I'll start off with Sony first. Let me just show y'all some Sony games that I got. PlayStation, PSP. Who remembers PSP, right? We remember PSP. But now Sony, to me, Sony was the company that I really kind of grew up with, like when I really was getting a little older, cuz I really did enjoy this. Like out of all gaming consoles and probably time spent on gaming, I probably have gamed on Sony the most. I have. It was just what I liked back then. What makes them really good though is the fact that they really do got good games. Like they got some of the best just titles to themselves that nobody else got, and even to this day they still have a lot of new titles and stuff that originated with them. Sony was something different back then. When Sony came out, now you had the CDs and the FMV and all this cool stuff, and it just started getting better and better. They got really good controllers. Their consoles eventually got better over time. I love Sony. So here go a couple of the games right here. Now, as of lately, though, I have not been playing my Sony or any Sony stuff as of lately. Because, and the main reason for that is only really because I played so much of it when I was younger. I played so much of it. Like, the first console I ever bought in my entire life, I think, was a Sony PlayStation 3. That was like the first one I ever bought, besides, someone letting me borrow it or just like a hand me down or something. So I used to love my sports games on Sony too. I will admit it was fun, man. They got some cool stuff. We already know they got some real good titles. So we already know. Sony does have its special place, and mainly to me, it is because of their titles. Honestly, I think that's really is what makes Sony shine, because they'll show you some stuff that you ain't really seen or played nowhere else. But after that, we gonna take a step in on Microsoft. Show you some of the Microsoft games I got going on here. Let me just show you some games. Now, Xbox, I know Xbox is the lowest in sales right now compared to the other companies, but I like Xbox a lot. I think what makes Xbox special is the fact that they make some really great hardware. Like, their hardware has always been pretty good. They never had a portable console, but that's gotta be my favorite thing about Xbox. Like, yeah, they should have more titles like Sony, I will admit, but the things that they do very well. And the Xbox One community and how they do updates and do things is pretty nice in my honest opinion. I was a little annoyed at first with how some games you kind of need to be online and all this to get that, but once I realized you don't really need that to play the game, that kind of made it better too. But Xbox though, Microsoft again, they just do a really good job, man. A lot of games out there that are on Sony or some other stuff, a lot of times runs better on the Xbox. It's like being on the Xbox is like being on a computer. That's why I like it too, because it's like it really is. That's why a lot of these games, are computer games like The Sims and stuff. Borderlands is on the computer. Um, Another fun fact is the Xbox One controller is my favorite controller. Like out of all controllers for all consoles, that is my favorite one. Just to let people know. Yes, I love other controllers as well, but I mean, man, I love that the D-pad on them things, and I love the stick. I probably play Xbox more than any other console right now. Right now, at this current time, it's a battle between Xbox and Nintendo. It is a battle, but if I had to pick which one I currently probably do have been playing more, it would be Xbox. Definitely. Okay. And last but not least, Nintendo. Let me show y'all some Nintendo games I got over here. But Nintendo. What can I say about Nintendo? Well, Nintendo has been around for a very, very long time. Nintendo has had some very good original titles as well. Nintendo definitely has a good place in my heart. To be honest, all of these consoles do. All of the companies do. I like them all, really. But Nintendo. What makes Nintendo special is a lot of their games and characters that they created in the past, and they just kept going. Actually, have evolved pretty well, and Nintendo does got that different effect. Like Sony and Xbox they got that certain realism to them, but Nintendo got that more of a kind of cartoonist nostalgia. I mean, Nintendo can really make some nice looking games as well. Don't get me wrong, like that Fire Emblem game sitting over there. That's a pretty nice looking game. And they could work on other titles, but they just got a lot of stuff that Sony and them don't got that they've been had for a while, and they keep like I know that is a little something with Nintendo, like they do remake stuff a lot and they do kind of bring you the same characters, but I can't lie and act like they haven't evolved them, like I said, in many ways. And Nintendo has a good job at being creative or different. Like them being kind of a little different kind of makes them pretty good too, from when it comes to like their hardware, their controllers. Some of their ideas work pretty well. And Nintendo is definitely the winner when it comes to handhelds. That's what kind of keeps me playing Nintendo too, because I still like the 3DS. I like the Switch. I like the Wii U. I like the Wii. I still like all these things to this day you know, because they do have those games that you can't play on the other consoles. Certain titles, like Pokemon, for example. Great example. A lot of people like that, including myself, and the only way I could play it is on Nintendo. The next Nintendo game I really want that I'm planning on getting is Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch. Because I'm playing the other one on the 3DS right now, the Dark Moon one, and I'm like really into it, and it's pretty fun. It made me want to buy 3. I only played 1 a little bit back in the day when it was on the GameCube. I haven't really gotten to 1 like that. But yeah, man, there you go. I mean, Nintendo do be a little overpriced though. I'm gonna have to admit that too. Now that's one thing I wish they could change is just be a little bit more price effective. Like, I mean, like the Switch for example, it's just so strange how it hasn't really dropped in price really much. I mean, even the Switch Lite still hasn't really dropped in price. If you want to buy that new, it's still $200 to this day. You know, that's the only problem with them. That's why I kind of tend to go more for stuff that I really want, especially when it comes to them. I like collecting Nintendo stuff. I mean, when I started collecting, I started with Nintendo. When I really, really got into collecting, I started with them. So, trust me, I know a lot about them, just like the other ones. But but again, they all got their special place. That's how I feel. I know some people like to trip on other people, like, oh, you play this or you play that, or oh, I don't like this. But in reality, they all got something to offer, and they all have their special place. It's just up to you and what you like. It's good to try everything and experience everything. Then you'll know because I trust me, I used to be one of them type of gamers too. I did. I used to be one of them type of gamers that would just stick to one of them. But now it's all three, and I've been having more fun than ever than I ever had. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Just want to talk to y'all for a minute, talk about some gamer stuff. So. Like the video, comment, tell me what you like. I know you guys are going to leave me some good comments. I know you guys are. And I'm going to see y'all on the later tip. Peace out.